Hi friends, I'm Doug Reeves, and I want to share with you how action research can supercharge student achievement and gain teacher buy-in throughout your entire system. It consists of teachers making a commitment to just one professional practice based on a particular challenge that they have. For example, they may say, my biggest challenge is third grade reading achievement. So what we've seen teachers do is to say, in a science fair type display, well, my challenge is only 32% of my kids are reading on grade level in third grade. My practice is I'm going to not only adopt the science of reading curriculum that we already have, but I'm going to amplify that with more time provided by my school administrator, and also do more nonfiction writing, not only in my reading block, but also in science and social studies and math and every other block. My results, now let's review. My challenge is reading. My practice is exactly what the teacher did. The third panel is my results. She went to 74% of students reading on grade level. Not 100% as she wanted, but it was a certainly great improvement. Let me give you another example. And it all follows the same challenge, practice, result format. Too many kids flunking in ninth grade mathematics, more than 80% in some cases. So that was the challenge. And we know that ninth grade math is a huge gatekeeper for all sorts of advanced classes, and also something that when they fail, students tend to develop a very negative self-image about all of their academic achievements. So what was the practice? This teacher said, I'm going to do a couple of things. Number one, the leading cause of failure was missing work. So I'm going to move practice from home to during class. And he would have the students out of their chairs, covering all four walls, doing the problems on whiteboards, on butcher paper, on easels, getting all the practice problems done during class. The other thing that he did is, I'm going to evaluate students on how they meet the standard, not the average throughout the semester. What happened? His failure rate, the first year he did this, declined by 82%. I talked to him a few months ago. His failure rate was 0. Same kids, same final exams. This is not grade inflation. The same academic standards. And he was able not only to save himself huge amounts of time that he used to spend grading papers that nobody paid any attention to, but dramatically reduce the failure rate. Here's another example. Middle school writing. We know that writing is one of the most powerful things that teachers can do, particularly nonfiction writing, writing to describe, to persuade. But my word, these sixth grade writers were awful, barely legible, they didn't make sense, forgot all kinds of conventions. And so this wonderful principal and sets of teachers made a decision that everybody's going to write. Not all the time, but once a month, 20 minutes. So Doug, the math teacher who doesn't know anything about teaching writing, is still going to do writing. Hey, just once a month, Doug. I'm not asking you to do 6 straight writing. I'm not asking you to do what ELA teachers do, but everybody, math, science, PE, art, social studies, everybody's going to do writing once a month. And when they did that, what this brilliant group of teachers and principals did was just to post, without names of course, how they started, which was awful, then writing in December, writing in March, writing in May. Colleagues, it'll make you weep. Not everything has to be a chart. They just showed how the writing got better and better and better, same student to same student. And again, the presentation was the same. My challenge, writing was awful. My practice, school-wide writing. My result, shown visually dramatic improvements in student writing. So what action research is all about is the perfect experiment, because you've got the same kids, the same teacher, the same family, the same home environment, same nutrition, same everything. The only thing that changed was the teacher's professional practices. And when you display those in this science fair format, which is the culmination of action research, that's the way that teachers buy in. They'll say, we're not going to believe outsiders, we're not going to believe book studies, we're not going to believe research, but I'll believe the teacher down the hall, because she showed me that these practices work with our culture, with our students, with our union bargaining agreement, with our schedule, with our budget. That local evidence of impact is the rocket fuel of student achievement and teacher buy-in. Thanks for considering this. I hope to see you on the road.